I'm Kristen Bobovec. I hope you joined me for the Fountas and Pinnell classroom overview, and now I'm going to talk with you about the guided reading portion of that system. So let's take a look again where that fits within the system. Guided reading, you also have the resource of the book. Let's look at the puzzle box lid. It fits within this small group instruction portion right here. So guided reading and book club is done with the teacher in a small group setting. So let's take a look at the different components of the guided reading within the system. Inside the system, you will receive 1,300 titles spanning from levels A through Z, which are grades K through 6. And there are 6 copies of each title. You also will receive 1,300 lesson folders, as well as, again, the unlimited access to the online resources. So let's take a look at one of the lesson folders and the text that is provided. So this is an example of a guided reading folder for the Little Red Hen. You will receive 6 copies of this text for small group instruction, as well as a folder that lets you see all the different components within that you would be teaching. It lets you know what you will need, the goals, the analysis of the book characteristics. Inside, it will tell you how to introduce the text, reading the text, discussing and revisiting the text, and if you will notice, that is broken down by the color coding of within, beyond, and about the text. And if that sounds familiar, we talked about that in the overview of the Systems of Strategic Actions wheel, where it provides for you all the different components within, about, and beyond the text. Then it gives you teaching points for the lesson, as well as the phonics letter and word work, and writing about reading, which is optional, and the assessment. So let's take a look inside the literacy continuum and what is provided for you so that you can see the connection, because all roads lead back to our literacy continuum. So let's take a look. For example, this section that is inside guided reading, the reading portion of the literacy continuum, it tells you about readers at this level. And again, the samples that are provided are actual books or texts that come to you within the system. And then it breaks down the thinking within the text, thinking beyond the text, and thinking about the text. And these are the different goals that you could select when teaching in your small group guided reading groups. I hope this has been helpful for you to see all the different components that are included in the Fountas and Pinnell classroom guided reading portion. Thank you for joining me.